Welcome to Closing the Gap, Education for All, a space to reflect on the challenges that education faces in the 21st century. Today we're joined by Roger Asia, a passionate educator and researcher in rural education, and Diana Lopera, an active and creative teacher. Hello, my name is Francisco, an English teacher, and this is Closing the Gap Education for All. Do you know that in Colombia, there are still children who walk for hours to reach a school without internet, without labs, and with classrooms that are falling apart?
Yes, meanwhile, in the cities, there are schools with digital screens, high speed internet, and safe environment. That difference is not only geographical, it's a social gap that is both felt and inherited.
And the gap is one of the greatest injustices of the 21st century, educational inequality. Today, we'll talk about how this problem connects to the Sustainable Development Goals, especially SDG 4 on quality education and SDG 10 on reducing inequalities.
Educational inequalities go far beyond the lack of technology. It's also about poverty, lack of infrastructure, government neglect, and social context that limits learning opportunities.
Exactly. In many rural and indigenous communities, children study with materials that don't reflect their language or culture. They are taught from an outside perspective, as if their world didn't exist. That too is exclusion.
And although teachers make enormous efforts, their dedication alone isn't enough when there are no resources, no support, and no continuous training. Many work in precarious conditions, improvising with that little they have.
If we want every student to have the same opportunities, we must face this reality. Not everyone starts from the same place. The educational gap mirrors a much deeper and social divide.
The Sustainable Development Goals help us understand that education is the foundation of all progress.
SDG 4 calls for inclusive and quality education for all. But how can that be achieved when thousands of students lack internet access, adequate materials, or trained teachers?
And SDG 10 reminds us that reducing inequalities go beyond providing access. It means transforming the conditions that generate exclusion, because educational inequalities doesn't arise on its own. It's the result of years of neglect, economic disparity, and political indifference.
Exactly. Without education, there is no social mobility, no justice, no freedom. That's why the right to education lies at the heart of all human rights.
So, where do we begin to close that gap?
First, by connecting rural areas. It's not just about handing out tablets, but about building spaces where learning has meaning, where technology serves the community.
It's also vital to support teachers. They need continuous training, guidance, and recognition. We can't demand results if the system doesn't provide the tools to achieve them.
Moreover, education must be diverse and contextualized. Teaching in two languages, including local culture, and valuing ancestral knowledge can help children see themselves reflected in what they learn.
And let's not forget the power of networks. When communities, governments, and organizations join forces, transformative projects emerge: mobile classrooms, traveling libraries, educational radio stations, small actions that open great paths.
because equality in education doesn't mean giving everyone the same. It means giving more to those who need it the most.
Closing the educational gap isn't just a development goal, it's a matter of dignity. It's about deciding what kind of country we want to build.
A country where education is not a luxury or an empty promise, but real right that transforms lives and entire communities.
Education shouldn't limit us to learning facts or formulas. It should teach us to read the world, question it, and transform it. As Paulo Freire said, to educate is an act of liberation.
And when we see those children walking kilometers to reach their classroom, we understand that what they carry in their backpack isn't just notebook, it's hope.
Hope that one day educational quality won't depend on where you are born or the language you speak, but on everyone's commitment to justice.
Because education is not a privilege, it's the deepest heartbeat of equality. And only when every voice is heard, every classroom dignified, and every dream possible, can we truly say that education transforms lives.